All right, Shalom. Just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of GMS. To you I say Shalom, and Shalom unto the hopeful elect. Kwame Yashala and Abad Papa. Today I want to go into Revelation chapter 12, verse 6. We're going to focus in on that. So this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 6. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of the Most High, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. Beautiful. So who's the woman? How do you know who this woman is? Like, how do you tell? Well, I'll tell you, the woman is talking about Israel. How do you prove that? You gotta go into Jeremiah chapter 6. And there's many precepts that you can get to prove that the woman spoken of in Revelation 12 and 6 is referring to Israel. But I have one. This is Jeremiah 6 verse 2. And it says here, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So yes, in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Shai, we are likened unto a beautiful woman. Now I'll read in the NLT. O Jerusalem, you are my beautiful and delicate daughter, but I will destroy you. That's right. And why does he want to destroy us? Because we went off, man. We broke the law, statutes, and commandments, and we served the gods of the other nation. And he was angered because the scripture says the Lord is a jealous power. So he's jealous that his woman is dealing with another man, right? So he's gonna get down. He's gonna get mad. He's gonna slap the shit out you, right? That's what you do, backhand the bitch, right? But that's what you do. Now I don't suggest brothers don't do that. Don't hit your woman. Don't do that. You're gonna go to jail. But that's what you want to do. You're thinking about doing that. Man, should I slap this bitch? Should I beat her up? But anyways, that's how you know the woman referring to Revelation chapter 12 verse 6 is talking about Israel. So that's how you break that down. So going back here, Revelation chapter 12 verse 6, and it says, into the wilderness. So the woman fled into the wilderness. Interesting. So what is the wilderness? The wilderness is pretty much referring to the great scattering that happened to our nation, the nation of Israel, which that simply means we fled into the four corners of the earth. And I'll say this, a large bulk of us, during and after the fall of Jerusalem in 70 AD, during the Roman persecution, a large bulk of us fled into Africa, the interiors of Africa, and also to the west coast of Africa. All right, so that's what it's referring to, that wilderness. Us fleeing, okay? Us fleeing. That's talking about the diaspora, and you can find that in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. Matter of fact, let me pull that up. Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. And that's a curse onto us, by the way. When we get scattered and kicked out of our land, that means we were disobeying the law. I think I can find that in the book of Leviticus. It says if you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, the land will spew you out. Now let me get this verse, and Lord willing, I'll get the next precept. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. That's right, it says all people. Well, it's going into the great scattering, man, the diaspora. So us being scattered into the four corners of the earth. So if we're going to be scattered among all people, that means we're in all nations. Jacob's seed, Israel's seed is there. And they're going to be looking like the other nations and speaking like the other nations too. And worshiping their gods. So this is talking about the diaspora, great scattering. From the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other powers, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. That's right, wood and stone. That's going into Christianity. That's going into Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, even Sikhism, man. Yeah, Punjabi. That's right. So yeah, our people are among all these people. So it says, verse 65, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh Bashem El Shai shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. That's right. So you're not going to do well among these other nations, which shows that's really a curse onto you when you're scattered among them. You know, here it is. You may be speaking the same language that they're speaking. You may kind of look like them because, you know, your father has probably married a heathen woman. So you come out looking like your heathen mother. But in the spirit, you're fighting against them, man. They don't like you and you don't like them. And you're not going to do well. So you may have a business, you may have land, or you may have things, but you're just cursed, man. You're just not going to do well. Catching hell. That sucks. Oh, it's raining heavy outside, man. I like the rain. But yeah. Now let me get another precept. The reason why we're scattered is because we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, so therefore the land will spew us out. So this is Leviticus chapter 18, verse 28. Let me start up here. No, let's start at 28. That the land spew not you out also when you defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among the people. Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, that ye commit not any of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am Yahweh your power. And that's why you were spewed out the land, because you did abominable things before the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Odious works of witchcraft, man. You went into you guys got caught up into the witchcraft of the Canaanites, man. Canaanite witchcraft. You know how abominable and odious that witchcraft is? That's wicked as hell. Wicked. Yeah, man. It's disgusting. So that's why the Lord scattered you, kicked you out your homeland, because you were being a demon, man. Being a demon. So that's why we were persecuted. Okay. So yeah, man. I hope you understand that. Pretty much, the wilderness is pretty much referring to the great scattering. So I just proved that to you. So now let me go back here. Revelation chapter 12, verse 6. So it says, where she hath a place prepared of the Most High. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot something. I forgot. Actually, no, let me just continue and I'll get that precept after. Salakia. I'm moving ahead in the spirit. I was just thinking about something all of a sudden. So it says, where she hath a place prepared of the Most High, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. That's right. Okay. So also, I forgot to mention Micah chapter 4 verse 9 to 10. This is talking about what's going to happen in the future to Israel. Right? We're going to be sent over here, sent to West Africa and Babylon, which is really referring to America. And that word is a field in verse 10. So this is Micah chapter 4, verse 9. It says, now, why dost thou cry out aloud? Is there no king in thee? Is thy counselor perish? For pangs have taken thee as a woman in travail. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. So that's going to happen in the future. Because that Babylonian captivity has already passed. So what Babylon is this talking about? I believe when you go into Jeremiah the 51st chapter, that Babylon, I believe it's talking about America. Also, you can, when you go into Isaiah chapter 14, it talks about the king of Babylon. That's referring to America, right? So yes, it's America. This is America. You know, the field is West Africa and Babylon, which is us being in Africa for a period of time, and then us being stolen from Africa and brought to Babylon, which is America. Okay, and also this is also talking about the time when the Romans and also the wicked among our nation that conspired against Yahushua to kill him as well. You know, when you go into the other precepts and you link it together, that's what it's also referring to. But this is talking about the future, about what's going to take place. So the Lord is going to deliver us out of this place we call America, right? Okay, so I just thought I'd bring that out as well. Now let's get Luke chapter 21 verse 20, because that goes into the fall of Jerusalem, which Yahushua prophesied about, right? That goes into the scattering as well, persecution. So this is Luke chapter 21 verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. And that happened, man. The Romans came, they compassed us, destroyed the temple, killed women and children. Not only just killed, raped too. Yeah, man. That was a terrible destruction, man. After that, we were never the same, man. Till this very day. They smashed us, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, they smashed us. Boom, stomped us, man. Verse 21. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. Wow. So it's no longer your land, man. Now it's occupied by the Romans. Now devils live in that land. Edomites. So-called Jews, man. The synagogue of Satan. I'm going to say it again. Satan. That sounds better that way. Satan. Because that's who they are, man. Bunch of damn Satanists. Demon worshippers, man. And they have stolen your identity. I believe that's in Revelation 2 and 9. Or 3 and 9, I believe. Yeah, they are the synagogue of Satan. Yeah. Devils. So verse 22, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. And that's true, because the Lord spoke of these things. He said that there's going to be a falling away. I believe that's in 2 Thessalonians, the second chapter and the 3rd verse. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. And that's written, huh? Yeah. Verse 23, but woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days, for there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captives into all nations. That's right, the great scattering, because you're cursed. You broke the law, statutes, and commandments, so now you're going to be scattered among the nations. And you're going to die too. So you're going to get killed, you're going to get slaughtered. Yeah, aren't you Jakes getting killed too? Well, you Jakes are still getting killed. Jakes are still getting killed. But anyways, man, it says, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Still not over, man. Still not over. And the Lord's going to overthrow these Gentiles. Right? It's going to come to the point these Gentiles are going to realize that they have inherited lies all these years, and that they were wrong for doing what they were doing to us and to our power. But they ain't going to acknowledge it until the very end. until the very end when all hell breaks loose. All right. But yeah, this is going into the Roman persecution. And really, when you look at this, like in the spirit, if you can see it, this is going to happen again with America falling. Because a lot of our people, they dwell in America. When America falls, you're going to be persecuted and you're going to be destroyed. So, yeah, a lot of distress is going to come upon you people over here. Mainly our people, the 2/3 and the undesirables of our nation. You're gonna go through distress. You're gonna go through mourning. You're gonna experience the wrath of the Lord and the wrath of this devil as well. And you're gonna fall by the sword. It's gonna happen, man. Now let's go back into Revelation chapter 12, verse 6. So it says here, we read all of this. Okay, so it says that they should be fed. That they should feed her there 1,203 days. That's right, feed her. And it's true, man. We were fed through slavery, and after slavery, we were fed through these different government programs. You got social works, you got co-op housing, public housing. They call it EBT. I think that's how the States calls it. Got food stamps. Yeah, you're fed by the state, fed by Uncle Sam. All these government programs, man. Yeah, it's true. I think you have co-op housing over here. That's what they call it, co-op housing. I believe co-op housing is a type of housing where it's subsidized rent. So your rent is capped at a certain amount. So let's just say you pay $1,000 for rent. You won't pay anything more than that, and it doesn't matter. It's for life. That's what they have over here, but it's a waiting list. But a lot of you Jakes are doing that, and Esau too. But even some of them so-called white people that are on these things, a lot of you are Jakes too. That receive these government services or are taking part in these different government programs. A lot of them are Israelites too. Now let me get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. It says that we'll be in the want of all things. And that's the spirit that Israel is in right now. And it doesn't matter how rich you get. If you're a rich man or a poor man, you are in that spirit of the want of all things. You go to this devil for everything. Everything. To get a permit to build a home, you got to go to this guy. To build a school, you got to go to the so-called white man. Yeah, man, you got to do everything through this devil. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Wow. Not nice, man. And you experienced that. You know, a yoke of iron was physically placed upon your neck during the time of slavery, man. You can look up the icons and pictures of how these slave masters treated you, man. Put a yoke of iron around your neck. That's terrible, man. You were caged up and locked up like an animal. You were somebody else's property, man. Hell, you weren't even considered human. And you were in the want of all things. Remember, when you were in slavery, the slave master, he took care of all your needs. If you were a slave and you fell ill, especially if you were a good slave, you were taken care of. And why is that? Because you were a commodity, but you were taken care of. Because in order for him to make money, he needs you to go out in the field and to work, to pick that cotton. So he has to feed you. You have to be healthy. That's why he clothed you. That's why he fed you. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. The want of all things. So now, in these modern times, the times that we're living in, Our people, they're no longer in chains, but they're still in that spirit of the want of all things. Because where do they go to get their food? They got to go to the so-called white man's store to buy clothing, to buy shelter. It all comes from this devil, the so-called white man. People who are listening to this, oh, you're racist, but it's true. Am I lying? It's true. A black man, he doesn't own Sobeys, man. Now he can buy the franchise, but he don't own it. You know, he didn't come up with that idea. It didn't originate from him. Come on, man. You know, he doesn't own factories. He doesn't own mining companies. He doesn't own oil rigs. Like, come on, man. You gotta go to this devil to fill up your gas, man. Come on. Not fill up your gas, fill up your car with gas. Salak. So you get my point. So that's why I brought out Deuteronomy 28 verse 14. So you're in that spirit of the want of all things. Anyway, so with that, just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of GMS. To you I say Shalom, and Shalom unto the hopeful elect, Kwam Yashal and Abad Babal. Shalom.